My name is Kristen Shue, and welcome to iQImage Consulting's first installment of Dress to Your Authentic Style. Today's topic is going to be about the personality of style. What is that? Great question. That is what really makes you feel like you are invincible, like when you have a certain outfit. So go into your closet just with me for a minute and visualize yourself in your very favorite outfit. The way that outfit makes you feel that way because it resonates with whatever your personality of style is. So it's the intangible that connects the actual outfit with your own personality and what values you have inside, and it just all comes together and out pops this confident, amazing, fabulous you, ready to conquer the world. That is personality of style. So let's dive in. So today we're actually going to talk about 2 of the 6 different personalities of style. But first let's start about what it really is. And a personality of style starts off with the world of yin and yang. So there are 3 personality styles that are on the yang side of the equation, which is the masculine influence. And those 3 are the dramatic, which we're going to talk about today, which is also the most extreme in the yang personalities of style. Then comes the aristocratic, and then finally the natural. On the yin side of the equation, which is the feminine influence, we have the romantic, which is the most extreme on the feminine side, and then we have the creative, and then the classic. So today we're just going to talk about the 2 extremes, and then next week I'll dive into the following 2, which is going to be the aristocratic and the creative, and then the 3rd week we'll talk about the natural and the classic. So let's dive in. We're going to talk about the dramatic personality style, and there's actually physical traits that go with each of the 6 personalities of style. Now, every single trait may not be exact on a person, but the overall impact will resonate. And so for a dramatic is a tall person, and typically their frame is narrow and quite angular. So a dramatic is all about lines and angles, not about curves. And the angularness of their frame is also going to be repeated in their facial features. So you might notice that their cheekbones are maybe very prominent, or perhaps the angles within their nose line are prominent. They typically have thinner lips and are straight. Even the brow can have a bit of an angle to it in the natural brow. So all of that angularity is just repeated in all the different parts of their physical features. And so when it comes to their style traits, you're going to find that those angular linear features are repeated in their favorite type of clothing, the clothing that makes them feel really fabulous, because angular clothes go with an angular body. It just drapes really naturally. A dramatic loves to take advantage of their height. We have dramatic Deb here. Thank you for being with us. And she's wearing a gorgeous jumpsuit. So again, a jumpsuit or a pantsuit is an extremely dramatic article of clothing to begin with, but when you put it on a tall, very angular body, it becomes even more so. And look at all of the lines, right? Like everything is about angles here. We have a gorgeous and very pronounced V-neck. Even the accessory, right? The triangles repeated in the jewelry, which is very bold, very modern, and very pronounced. The angles of all of the lines, so the armholes are angular, the belt is angular, even the slip pockets are angular and continues the line flow. Nothing is interrupted. Everything is flowing down. The pleats, same thing, keeps the long linear line flowing. The pinstripes, again, gorgeous on that, but again, the eye is traveling long and up and down. And a dramatic loves a good structure, right, to their clothing. So the material is a suiting material, so it holds its shape, it holds its structure, and it just exudes very strong traits. Even the shoes. Because remember, when a personality style dresses, so dramatic is going to be dramatic from head to toe. Everything, accessories, the works. So this is a gorgeous dramatic shoe. It is basically a men's wingtip, right? Take off, but with a beautiful heel. So it really works with the dramatic in this way because it's extremely masculine. The heel makes it dramatic, but obviously it's a little bit feminine. So great touch for her. Okay, so now let's talk about the image impact of a dramatic. So because a dramatic is so much about masculinity and strong lines and maybe even the word severe, right? And they also tend to be the ones that are the first of, right? It's your cutting edge people. It's the person that has the latest in whatever technology has released, the latest phone, the latest kitchen gadget, the latest car. They're all about being first and upfront. However, because they exude such a strong image, while they love being noticed and love being upfront, maybe the first to actually buy something off of the runway, but they really prefer to be the one that initiates contact versus being approached. So they're not approachable, but they're very good at approaching when they're ready. So it's a bit of a dichotomy, right? So they want to be noticed, but they prefer to keep a little bit of a distance until they're ready to go in and start the engagement. Very interesting. Let's hop over to the romantic, right? Who's on the yin side of the personality style, and just think opposites. So for their physical traits, again, they're going to be slightly shorter, and their body is going to be all about beautiful curves and nothing angular, right? So everything is just curvy and it flows. So what they love to do is they love to dress their body in the same lines that their body flows. So a beautiful curvy figure is going to do great with draping and flowing material. Look at these beautiful sleeves, right? Bell sleeves are just going to flow and swish. There's no waistline here because it just drapes so beautifully over all of the curves. It's not necessary. The material, again, is really important to a romantic. A romantic really likes to be a sensual dresser, right? So the fabric has to feel fantastic on them. They really value the freedom of movement. They love that fabric can make a sound. They love that a fabric might even have a specific smell. They just love all sensory appeals of the act of getting dressed. So even down to their accessories, right? So the shoe, while it's not maybe touching their skin per se, they love this. This is a beautiful pink suede, right? With a nice little heel, cutouts for detail, of course. But the suede is just nice to touch, and the romantic loves that. They're probably going to lean down during dinner and just touch their shoe because it feels so good. Why wouldn't you, right? So very sensory dressers. They are typically also the people that take forever to get dressed. And it's because a romantic loves the act of getting dressed. They love to choose the right hair, the right makeup, the right nail polish. Super into bling. They love jewelry and accessories. Bling is really important. Notice the silver threading and the scarf, just perfect for romantic. Had I had bedazzled shoes or gemmed shoes, those would be even better for romantic rendezvous. She would much prefer that over the suede probably. But they might need to go through 2 or 3 or even 4 outfits until they find the right one, because for a romantic, finding the right outfit for that moment and for that time is really important. And they really enjoy putting all of the pieces together. And that takes some time. So that might help you identify some of your friends, right? And then in terms of the image impact, they are very approachable. A romantic is typically your quintessential host, right? The person that makes everybody feel welcome. You feel really important because they're making a really big effort that when you're with them, they're truly trying to connect with you. They're the person that you want to go up to and you feel like you can go up to and talk to them because they're just so open. So that is a romantic, extremely approachable and one who is ready to talk with everybody. All right, well, there we go. We have the dramatic on one end of the spectrum, very angular, and we have the romantic on the other end, very curvy and flowy. I hope you enjoyed kind of finding out the differences between the two, and maybe one of these two resonated with you. Again, please leave your comments. I would love to continue the conversation, and I look forward to next week where we're going to talk about the aristocratic on the yang side and the creative on the yin side. Until then, have an awesome day and be stylish.